I was on Jubilee and I managed to screw up a scene. I was contacted by the director of Jubilee. He saw my video titled Why I'm Still a Virgin, and he was like, yo, we're making a video on Virgin Spectrum. We want you to be in it. I was like, okay, sweet. So I fly out to California and I'm getting ready to go film at Jubilee. Super nervous, super anxious, and I'm sitting down in this room. And then a girl walks in. I said, hey. She's like, hey, is this Jubilee? And I was like, yeah, I'm waiting too. She was like, oh. I looked at her. I was like, are you a virgin? And she was like, yeah. Are you a virgin? I was like, yep. And then some other girl walks in and I was like, yo, what's up? She was like, hey, this is for the next Jubilee video, right? I was like, yeah, we're just waiting. And then she was like, are you guys virgins? And we were like, yeah, we're all virgins. So like 2, 3, 4 more people all walk in the room. Now there's like 6 people. We're all waiting to be casted by Jubilee. And as we're all getting mic'd up, because, you know, there was like 10 minutes left, the lady that's putting on my mic, she just tapes it to my chest. I guess that's how you get mic'd up, where they literally just tape a Laviar mic to your chest. Like 3 or 4 minutes later, before the show was about to start, the mic drops, and it literally, like, the tape just fell off of my chest. I was so anxious and nervous, and I was sweating. Like, I had pit stains, and I think that's why my mic dropped at first. So then now, like, under my shirt, there was a microphone just, like, dangling. So I was like, hey, yo, guys, I need you to tape this back up to me again. She was like, oh, yeah, no problem, you know? So she goes and tapes it up. Now she puts 2 pieces of tape. I'm like, okay, so it should stick for the time being. And right before the show starts, we're all lined up. We're all getting ready to go. He's just about to ask the question, and my mic drops. My mic is just dangling right now. I was like, yeah, yo, guys, my mic fell. They're like, oh, okay. So they go put like 3 pieces of tape now. Now, like, it's taped all over my chest. I'm like, there's no way that it can fall off this time. So I look down at my thumb and I see one of those hangnails. Like, you see like the little pieces of skin that just like hang off your fingernail. And I was like, yo, that's pretty crusty, bro. I should probably like take that off. So I clipped it off with my finger and it just starts bleeding. And I was like, no, bro. No, not right now. Your boy's about to go live with Jubilee. I can't be bleeding right now. And then the blood just starts coming more and more, and it would not stop. So I'm like wiping on my pants and shit. I was like, bro, nobody can see this, bro. Nobody can see that I'm bleeding. So I'm looking back at my thumb, and like the blood was just gushing out at this point. How did that happen? I didn't even peel it downwards. I just like pulled it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even like I pulled off more skin, but I was bleeding a lot. Like, it was kind of scary. So right before they started, I was like, yo, guys. They're like, yeah. I was like, can I get a Band-Aid? And like, there was just blood dripping down my entire wrist. They were like, what'd you do, bro? Yeah, sure. They gave me a Band-Aid. I'm like taping it all up and stuff. Even in the video, if you pay close attention, as I'm talking, just look at my thumb. There's a Band-Aid on my thumb, and that's why. At this point, I'm sweaty, I'm bleeding, I have a Band-Aid on my thumb. The show didn't even start yet, and your boy is anxious. I'm nervous. I can't even stand straight no more. He asked the first question, and the same second I walk up to my spot, my mic drops. Dude, now I can't even talk because the mic's not going to pick me up, and I can't stop the scene because that's going to screw up somebody else's chances of talking. So I just waited there like this. I had to talk, but my mic was literally hanging down by my kneecap, so I had to pick it back up and put it up to my shirt this time, and I taped it to my shirt quickly. But now my shirt looked like this. It looked like I obviously had like a mic there, and it looked unprofessional. So I just said, you know what, I'm just not going to talk. I'm just going to stand here and smile. Right after that scene was over, I was like, yo, guys. My mic dropped again. And then the director was like, bro, are you okay? Like, are you sweating or something? And I was like, yeah, I am sweating, and I'm really nervous right now. And they all started laughing at me and shit. Kind of just made like a lighthearted joke out of it, but deadass, like I almost threw up. I was terrified, super nervous. So at this point, she's putting tape all over my chest, bro. She got that Gorilla Glue. She's like soldering it onto my chest. Bro, this tape is not going to come off this time. Like, it was stuck there for good. And I kept on talking, and it actually was stuck there for good. And with that power of having a microphone taped to my chest, I said something live on Jubilee that I'm not going to go back and ask them to cut out, which I could. I could say, yo, can you guys cut out that certain part? I said something that's really embarrassing that I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life, no matter how old I get, no matter if my parents or family sees this. This is going to be one of the most embarrassing things I've said on the internet. The question was, I am afraid of sex. Strongly disagree, strongly agree. So I walk to strongly agree. Look, I'm not going to make it seem like I'm some alpha male Chad because I'm on NoFap, right? That shit's scary. You're naked, she's naked, you're both in a room. Bro, the whole topic of that, it's just scary, bro. You're exposing yourself at your rawest form for the first time ever. We're all virgins. It's scary. I walk up to the strongly agree line, and everyone's just like looking at each other, and I'm like, okay, listen. I'm just going to go ahead and say it for all of us. I'm just going to go ahead and say it for all the guys out there, man. Porn paints this picture that we just can't provide. Like maybe she wants an iPhone Pro 12 Max and all we got is the 12 mini. And they all start crying. And I was like, there's no way I just said that right now. Listen, like keep it a book. It's true. That's facts. It paints this picture that no guy could provide. They're acting like we have a Thor's hammer, dog. It's just not real. It's just not true. There's nothing fake about my statement. We can't provide what everybody thinks we could because it's just not natural. It's just not real. My real reason for saying that was because I wanted to make PewDiePie laugh. I'm going to be honest with you. I know that PewDiePie is going to watch the video. I know that he's going to react to it. I just had a feeling in my heart that when PewDiePie sees that, he's going to laugh really hard. That's the reason I said it. I'm going out and saying this before the video even drops. PewDiePie, if you're watching this video, bro, I love you. And then they were asking questions like, I'm afraid to tell people that I'm a virgin, or I'm embarrassed in myself that I'm a virgin. And I went to strongly disagree because I'm embarrassed, bro. I keep that V card on me all day long. I don't leave the house without this on me. Like this shit is in my wallet. It's stainless steel. This is proof of my virginity, right? So I went to strongly disagree. Everyone else went to slightly agree. They were in the middle between it. And I was like, yo, there's nothing, like everyone flexes about how much action they get. I flex about how much action I don't get. Right away on Jubilee, I have the V cards in my pocket. I actually brought like 40 V cards. I'm just handing them out to everybody like, yo, you get a free V card. You get a free V card. And when they asked that question, I just had this little grin on my face. I was like, oh, bro, I'm about to bust out the V card. So I pulled out every single color V card that I had and I flexed it on camera. Another question was, I want my partner to be a virgin. I mean, yeah, it would be awesome. Like I'm saving this for her. Maybe if she was saving it for me too, that would be deep, right? Because you don't ever forget the first time that you do it, right? When you give somebody your V card, you'll never forget who they are, where you were when you did it. You'll never forget the feeling of it. People that are 60, 70 years old that I talk to say, oh man, my first time back in my day. Like nobody forgets, right? So as long as both of you guys can exchange V cards to each other, that's a deep bond, bro. That is beautiful. Both of you guys saved it. Both of you guys used self-discipline for all these years and you guys finally trade V cards. I find that beautiful. So everyone else is on slightly disagree, in between, in the middle, left and right. And then I asked them, I was like, yo, so why wouldn't you want them? They're like, no, like I would want them. It would be cool if they were, but I'm not going to let that stop me from talking to somebody just because they aren't. I'm not going to say, okay, just because you're not a virgin, I can't be with you. And yeah, obviously not. But the question was phrased, I want my partner to be a virgin as well. You would, and then I asked them like, yo, ideally you would want that though, right? Both of you guys to be a virgin together. They were like, yeah, ideally that would be good. I would want that, but I'm not going to let that stop me. And then I was thinking in my head like, yeah, buddy, I know that's not going to stop you, but that's not how the question was phrased. It didn't say I need my partner to be a virgin. It said I want my partner to be a virgin. Nothing wrong with that. And then they asked a question that I just couldn't answer. It just didn't make sense to me how it was phrased. I don't know. The question was, our culture puts more pressure on women about being a virgin than men, or something like that. And the problem is, I'm not connected to anybody's culture.
The question was, our culture focuses on women's virginity more than men.
Women's virginity more than men. The reason that I was stuck in between is because I don't know too much about our culture to even begin with. I just have my 3 or 4 friends. I'm on social media for 10 minutes a day. I set a limit for myself. So whatever's going on outside of my bubble, I don't know what's there. That's how I find my sanity. That's how I keep my peace up here. So I couldn't answer that question because I don't know. So everybody but me and Emmanuel, the guy behind me, moved to the left. And I'm just standing there in the middle. Emmanuel's on the right and everyone else is on the left where they agree. And Emmanuel disagreed, and I'm like, everyone else's point was like, yeah, it's true. They do put more pressure on women over men. And I'm like, bro, this is not my question. This is getting too political for me, bro. I don't even have enough of the culture intelligence to answer this question. I'm gonna stay out of it because I'm straight, bro. And then Emmanuel answered the question and it made a lot more sense to me. He said, what all of you guys don't realize is that if you're a guy and you're a virgin, people look at you like, what's wrong with you? Like, you're different. There's something wrong with you that you're still a virgin, that you haven't had sex. Like, why aren't you like us? And I was like, yo, that's pretty true. So I just took a step to the right side. So then the director, Michael, points me out and he's like, yo, why'd you move over? And I was like, listen, I still don't understand the question fully, but I know whatever Emmanuel just said is extremely true. If you're a guy in high school or in college and the boys find out that you're not a virgin or that you're not getting action or that you're not sliding in all these girls' DMs and just shooting your shot, they look at you like there's literally like you have an issue mentally, like there's something wrong with you for not So I guess the guys and the girls do have the pressure, but they're just put on in different ways. Like the girls, they say, oh, you shouldn't do it. And then the guys, they say, bruh, you ain't smashing, like there's something wrong with you. So I could testify more to the guy part because I am one. Still don't understand the question fully, to be honest with you. There's another question that I will never forget, and I couldn't help myself but to laugh when I heard it. The question was, I enjoy watching, and I meant to strongly disagree, obviously. You guys know me, I'm on day 1,000 something, no fap, I don't watch, I don't fap, I just nothing. So I went on the line and I was like, yeah, listen, so technically all of us do enjoy it. It releases an unnatural amount of dopamine in our brain, so we have no choice but to feel it as pleasure. But it's really bad for you for 1, 2, and 3, and I gave the whole no fap reasoning behind it. One girl said, yeah, but since I'm still a virgin, that's how I learn what sex is. That teaches me what it is. If I watch like homemade stuff by natural people that are not actors, that's how I learn what it's really like. And then I was like, then you just must have a bad teacher. And I know they're gonna edit the video to make it seem like me and her got beef. It was not even like me and her were fighting. She's a super, super cool person. If you're watching this video, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to push your buttons like that, but I just have strong opinions on porn and masturbation. So that's why I said that. Hopefully you can forgive me, and hopefully we're still boys. There was another girl that said that she's a virgin because premarital sex is a sin in her religion and it goes against the way of God and whatnot. And that's totally cool. I got mad respect for that. And I asked her, are you a virgin just because your religion says you can't be, or do you agree with the reason that your religion says you can't be? Because it's one thing to just say, oh, book says no, I can't do it. But it's another thing to say, yo, the book says no, and this is why it says no, and this is why it's going to make my life better if I don't smoke, or if I don't drink, or if I don't have premarital sex. This is why it's going to benefit me, and I agree with the reason that I'm doing it through my own self-will, not just because, oh, book says no. You know what I'm saying? So now the shoot is over, and then the director goes, yo, I want to interview a couple of you guys. He points at me first, and I was like, oh shit, I feel like the man right now. We just finished filming on Jubilee. Now I'm going to be interviewed. Not sure what they're going to ask me, but I'm going to tell them that I'm lucid, I'm a virgin, I'm on NoFap, and I make videos. I am lucid, I make YouTube videos. I'm known as the Grandmaster Virgin. I hold all the V cards. When the video does come out and you hear me talking about the iPhone Pro Max, I promise you that's going to be the intro of the video. That was the spiciest shit that happened in the entire video, bro. Shit was wild. PewDiePie, I hope you watch this video as well, and I hope you laugh, dude. The only reason I even said that was just so you in specific laugh. So yeah, dude, thanks for watching this video. Stay dreaming, stay lucid. I'm out. Peace.